general triangle. Now in this class I am going to handle how to find all these centers for a special triangles like equilateral and right angle. I have an equilateral triangle on the board. See, we know that in an equilateral triangle all the sides are equal and each angle is equals to 60 degrees. That in the sense equilateral triangle is symmetrical if you look at any of those three sides, right? Since it is symmetrical, there exist three medians, three altitudes, three angle bisectors and three perpendicular bisectors generally. See, the lengths of three medians are same, the lengths of three altitudes are same, the lengths of three angle bisectors are same, like that. And for a vertex and for a side, if you look at a vertex and a side, if you draw a perpendicular from that vertex to the side, that perpendicular also behaves like a median, also behaves like a perpendicular bisector, and the same line behaves like angular bisector also, right? Right. See, what I am going to tell you is one line acts like four different lines. What are those? Median, altitude, perpendicular bisector and angular bisector. Since the same line acts in these four ways, automatically these 4 points, what are those? G in the sense centroid, S is circumcenter, I is incenter and H is the orthocenter. All these 4 points are coincident for an equilateral triangle, right? So at the end my conclusion is, for an equilateral triangle we don't have 4 different points but these 4 centers. All these points, all these centers coincide at one particular point. Among these points, if you look, orthocenter, incenter, circumcenter, not only this, 9-point center also. All these points coincide at one particular point. Among these points, if you look, finding centroid is somewhat easy, right? So find centroid, and that centroid is equal to the coordinates of all these vertices again. For example, I have a problem here. See, I have some vertices like 1 root 3, 0, 0 and 2 comma 0. I have a triangle with these vertices. What are those vertices? 1 comma root 3, 0 comma 0 and 2 comma 0. Now my question is, what is the orthocenter of the triangle formed by these three vertices, right? Or what is the circumcenter, like that. See, first of all, before going to find the orthocenter using SA is equals to circumcenter, right? Before going to find the circumcenter using the geometrical trick that SA is equals to SB is equals to SC, before you need to check what type of triangle it is, whether it is equilateral or whether it is right angle or whether it is a square. You just check it. So if you try to check it, you just mark the vertices of the triangle as ABC, right? Since the vertices are ABC, you just try to find the distance between A and B. So what is the distance between A and B? And that is clearly square root of 1 minus 0 square. Directly I am doing here. See, I think you are aware of finding distance. You just find the distance in your own way. So the distance AB is nothing but 1 minus 0 square and root 3 minus 0 square. See, this is 3 plus 1 is 4 and the AB length is 2. And similar pattern, if you find BC, that BC length is also 2, as well as CA if you find. See, check once. 2 minus 1 is 1, 0 minus root 3 is minus root 3, and if you check in the same pattern, you get that CA length is also 2. That in turn represents that three side lengths AB, BC, CA are same for the triangle formed by these three vertices. Since these three lengths are same, the triangle formed by these three vertices is nothing but an equilateral triangle. Since we are getting an equilateral triangle with these three vertices, for that particular triangle, all these points are same. That is the sense, find centroid for the triangle. I think you are aware of finding centroid using x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. What are the x coordinates of these three? So just if you look at this, 1 plus 0 plus 2 by 3 comma root 3 plus 0 plus 0 by 3. And if you simplify, this 1 plus 2 is 3 by 3 is 1, whereas root 3 by 3 is nothing but 1 by root 3. Now if you look, this 1 comma 1 by root 3 is the centroid of the triangle. But we found it as an equilateral, so the same point having coordinates 1 comma 1 by root 3 acts like circumcenter, orthocenter, 9-point center, even like incenter also, right? See, about incenter we don't discuss till now. After this I am going to discuss about incenter, right? But for an equilateral triangle, incenter also coincident with this vertex only. right? So at the end what we are going to conclude you is, for an equilateral triangle all these points will coincide at one point only, and that point is the centroid, right? So for an equilateral triangle, no need to find circumcenter using SA, SB, SC, no need to find orthocenter using Euler's line, no need to find 9-point center and incenter separately. It is enough to find centroid using centroid formula, and that same point with the coordinates acts like circumcenter, incenter, orthocenter, 9-point center, right? See, in a general triangle, the 4 points centroid, circumcenter, orthocenter and 9-point center lie on a line, and that line is usually termed as the Euler line. I already told you. But whereas coming for an equilateral triangle, since all the points will coincide at one particular point, for this triangle separately there is no such Euler line, because all these points are constant locating coincident at one particular point, right? We have only one point. See, passing through that point there exist many lines, right? So there is no importance to discuss about that Euler line in an equilateral triangle, right? Basically you need to learn everything with certain importance, right? For an equilateral triangle there is no such importance for the Euler line, so no need to think about that Euler line for an equilateral triangle, right? Okay, just have a look at this. This is something about the equilateral triangle to find all these centers, and afterwards I am going to handle how to find these centers like centroid, circumcenter, incenter and everything for a right angle triangle, right? Specifically about incenter I will discuss later after this, right? Just have a look at this. Now, the next thing is about a right angle triangle. I am erasing this for the space concern, and think about a right angle triangle. For a right angle triangle, yeah, you know that if you have a right angle triangle, one angle should be 90 degrees and the sum of the other two angles is 90 degrees. We usually call it as hypotenuse of the right angle triangle, and these two are the two other sides or the legs of the right angle triangle. If we have a right angle triangle naming ABC, right? And we know that for a right angle triangle, AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. That in the sense, sum of the squares of these two sides is equals to the square of this hypotenuse, right? If you have any three vertices like AX1y1, BX2y2, CX3y3, yeah, by finding these distances like AB, BC, CA, you can check whether it is any right angle triangle or not by checking that sum of the squares of any two sides is equals to the square of the third side, right? As I told you in the first class, if you have any three vertices ABC, right, first find AB, BC, CA distances. If you have three vertices ABC, you just first find the distances AB, BC, CA, and then just find the squares of those distances like AB square, BC square and CA square. Now you just look at these distances, and after observing those distances, if sum of any two is equals to the third, then surely it is an it's a right angle triangle, right? Whenever it forms a right angle triangle, if sum of any two values out of these three is equal to the third value, then we say that the triangle formed by these 3 points ABC is a right angle triangle. If you have a right angle triangle ABC like this, then for this right angle triangle, this vertex is mentioned as the right angled vertex, right? Just look at this here. AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. The B is common thing here. When it happens only if angle B is equals to 90 degrees. That B is termed as the right angled vertex. And for a right angled vertex, that B, right angled vertex for a right angled triangle, is just the orthocenter of the triangle, right? So orthocenter of a right angle triangle is nothing but right angled vertex is itself is the orthocenter. Whereas if you look at the hypotenuse AC, the midpoint of the hypotenuse is just the circumcenter of the triangle. Is it clear? See, orthocenter is the right angled vertex, and the midpoint of AC, the midpoint of the hypotenuse is the circumcenter of the triangle. Right? See, this is the midpoint. You may represent it as S, and this is circumcenter. Right? So, if you know that the triangle formed by the given vertices as a right angle triangle, Then again, no need to find the circumcenter and orthocenter using the lengthy process. It is just enough to mention that orthocenter is the right angle vertex and the circumcenter is the hypotenuse midpoint of the hypotenuse, right? And one more thing is that since this circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse, we know that circumcenter is the center of the circumcircle. How the circumcircle is there? Circumcircle passes through the three vertices of the triangle. So if you draw a circumcircle for this right angle triangle, the circumcircle will be there, and for this circle, this S, the midpoint of the hypotenuse, acts like circumcenter. That in turn represents that this hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is the diameter of that circumcircle. Sometimes they may ask you what is the circumradius of the triangle. In such case, the circumradius is just nothing but the half of this diameter, half of this hypotenuse of the right angle triangle, right? See, first of all, you need to identify whether the given three vertices forming a right angle or not. If the three vertices forms a right angle, then it is very easy to conclude that orthocenter is its right angle vertex and circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. And in other words, and in sometimes if they may ask you to find the circumradius, that circumradius is nothing but just half of the hypotenuse. Okay, half of the distance between this A and C. This is something about a right angle triangle, right? So, see, first of all, before finding the circumcenter and orthocenter, you need to check which type of triangle it is. Whether it is equilateral, our task is very easy. And if it is right angle, then also our task is somewhat simple. But if it is not an equilateral, if it is not a right angle triangle, if it is a general scalar triangle, then in that case you may go with different procedures, right? And one of the way we discussed in the previous class. Just have a look and I will give you a problem about this right angle triangle. How to identify orthocenter as well as circumcenter along with the along with the circumradius of the triangle. Just have a look. Right? Right. I'm moving to discuss a problem related to the right angle triangle. For example, I have three vertices of a right angle triangle. See what are the three vertices? Vertex A is some 3, 4. Vertex B is some -3, -4. And vertex C, you may say it as something like 5, 0. Right? I have three vertices, 3, 4, -3, -4 and 5, 0. Right? And now my question is, these three vertices forms a triangle ABC. For the triangle ABC, these three are the vertices. Then you need to identify centroid of the triangle, circumcenter of the triangle, orthocenter of the triangle, 9-point center of the triangle. Right? I am not mentioning incenter here because there is a separate discussion about that incenter after this discussion. Right? And now, first of all, you need to identify which type of triangle it is. See, the given three vertices are 3, 4, -3, -4 and then 5, 0. Right? Yeah. See, first of all, to identify the type of the triangle, you need to find the distances. We have three vertices, so the distances AB, BC, CA. You just try to find the distance between AB, BC and CA. See, what is the distance between AB? Right? You may say the distance as x2 minus x1 whole square, so I will take it like this. Square root of 3 minus of -3 is 6 square plus 4 minus of -4 is 8 square. And square root of 6 square plus 8 square is directly 10. So the distance AB is 10. Now if you try to find out the distance between BC, just have a look. This is -5, this is 3, 5. This is -3 and this is 5. This is -4 and 0. x2 minus x1 or like this. So you may get it as 8 square. Yeah. And this is -4 square. 8 square plus -4 is again what? That is 64. Okay. that is 64 8 square. And then what about this? So I am writing this 5 minus of minus 3 8 square, 0 minus of minus plus 4 square, 64 plus 16. 64 plus 16 is nothing but root 80. Is it right? Yeah. And now what is the distance CA? See CA, you need to find the distance between these two. 5 minus 3, 2 square, plus 4, 0 minus 4, minus 4 square. See, this is 60 and that is 4, which is nothing but root 20. So AB, BC, CA. Now you just square all those values. AB square is equals to 100, BC square is equals to 80, as well as CA square is equals to 20. Now it is very clear that this BC square plus CA square is 80 plus 20, 100, and that is equals to AB square. So I am concluding here it is. Therefore, AB square is equals to BC square plus CA square. With the given three vertices A, B and C, I have a relation that AB square is equals to BC square plus CA square. That in turn represents that these three vertices are forming a right angle triangle with AB as the hypotenuse and this C as the right angle vertex. That means if you form a triangle with these three vertices, since it is BC square plus CA square, C is the common vertex for these two. This is the C right angle vertex and this is A and that is B. Now for this triangle formed by these 3 points, orthocenter. See, what I am going to tell you is orthocenter is the right angle vertex C and that vertex is nothing but 5, 0. And if you need to find, if you wish to find the circumcenter, circumcenter is nothing but just the midpoint of the hypotenuse, which is A plus B by 2. Just if you look, 3 minus 3 by 2 0, 4 minus 4 by 2 0. So circumcenter is 0, 0. So without using the SA, SB, SC, we found that circumcenter has 0, 0, orthocenter has 5, 0. And we know that the midpoint of this orthocenter and circumcenter is nothing but 9-point center, right? So if you wish to find the 9-point center, which is just the midpoint of these two, nothing but 5 by 2, 0. And to find the centroid, already we have a formula to find the centroid by that x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. With that idea, directly you can find the centroid. Add all these vertices, nothing but 5 by 3. Add all these vertices, nothing but 0 by 3. And this is the centroid for this triangle. Have a look. See, to find the centroid, every time we just use x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 by 3 by 3. To find the circumcenter, we may choose different procedures. If it is a general triangle, you go with SA is equals to SP is equals to SC. If it is an equilateral triangle, our centroid is just nothing but the circumcenter. If it is a right angle triangle, circumcenter is nothing but the midpoint of the hypotenuse. And now this is something about identifying circumcenter and orthocenter along with the 9-point center for a right angle triangle. Have a look and go with a screenshot. Look at the problem on the board with the vertices 3, minus 4, 3, 2 and 7, 2. We need to find what? Again, orthocenter, circumcenter as well as centroid and everything. See, if you look at these vertices, see, as I mentioned you, let name them as vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, triangle ABC. They are forming a triangle ABC, right? See, you need to check whether the triangle is equilateral or right angle. If it is not equilateral, if it is not a right angle, you go with the Yesterdays procedure. Or if it is an equilateral, directly find centroid, that is the required answer. If it is a right angle triangle, then what is its circumcenter and orthocenter? That's what you need to find. So to identify whether it is right angle triangle, as I told you, you just find distance AB, just find distance BC, just find distance CA, right? Without finding those distances also, we are able to identify whether it is right angle or not, right? If the vertices are in this case, see, if look at these vertices. For these vertices, the first vertex and the second vertex, x coordinate is same as 3 comma 3. And if you look at the vertices B and C, for these vertices y coordinate is same as 2 comma 2. This is somewhat more simple trick to identify whether the triangle is right angled or not, right? If the vertices are in this format, then surely they form a right angle triangle. If the vertices are not in this format, then also sometimes we get right angle triangle. Just keep in mind. See, if the vertices are in this format, surely the triangle is right angled. If the vertices are not in this format, then what you say about the triangle? It is a right angle or not a right angle, we don't know. Then in that case you need to go with the distances A, B, B, C, C, A, like in the previous problem. Now if you look at this, x coordinates are same for 2 vertices, y coordinate is same for 3 vertices. If you wish to locate all these 3 vertices in a coordinate system, the diagram will be like this. For your sake, I am locating here, and for other problems, no need to locate. Directly, you just identify whether it is right angle or not. The first vertex is 3 comma 4. On x-axis, you need to go with 3 units. You may say it as 3. On y-axis, you may go with the 4 units in the negative direction. So this is 3 comma minus 4, vertex A. Whereas the second vertex is 3 comma 2. So this is 3 and 2 means this is 1, this is 2. If you say this is 3 comma 2, right? This is vertex B. And vertex C is 7 comma 2. On x-axis you need to move 7 positions, 7 units right side from the origin and 2 units above the along y-axis to locate C. Now if you think this is A, this is B, this is C. For these two coordinates 3. So this is on the line passing through the 3 only. For these 2 points y coordinate is 2. So this is on the line at the distance of 2 units above the origin along y-axis, right? And if you join this CA, surely it forms a right angle triangle, right? To discuss with you, I am locating the diagram in the coordinate system. But in the examination, or if you wish to solve the problem, no need to locate the diagram. Directly, you are able to announce that it is a right angle triangle by observing the vertices. How you have to observe? See, first of all, observe that x coordinates of any 2 vertices. See, x coordinate is same for these 2 vertices, y coordinate is same for these 2 vertices, right? Then in that case, this common thing 3, 2 is the B, that is the right angle vertex, and this 3 comma minus 4 and 7 comma 2 is the hypotenuse. Then in that case, directly you will say that orthocenter is this B, whereas circumcenter is the midpoint of this line, somewhere it exists. C is 7 comma 2, A is 3 comma minus 4. You just find the midpoint of these 2 vertices. 7 plus 3 by 2 is 5. 2 minus 4 minus 2 by 2 minus 1 is the orthocenter and is the circumcenter, right? Yes. And your orthocenter is directly the vertex B, right? What I am going to tell you is, for a right angle triangle, it is very easy to identify the orthocenter and circumcenter. So, first of all, you need to check whether the given 3 vertices are forming a right angle triangle or not. To check whether it is a right angle triangle or not, one way to check it is using the distance formula AB, BC, CA. And the other way it is locating the coordinates in the coordinate system. And the third way is just look at the vertices. If two x coordinates of 2 vertices and y coordinates of 2 vertices are same, then surely those 3 vertices will form a right angle triangle. In that case, this middle one, that means where the x and y are meeting, that is the right angle vertex, which is the orthocenter, and the midpoint of other 2 vertices is the circumcenter. I will give you few examples related to this. Have a look. This is basically a smart trick to find the orthocenter and circumcenter, right? Don't go beyond that for the logical task. You just try to you need to how to find the orthocenter and circumcenter for such type of vertices, right? So again I am mentioning you, for this triangle this is the orthocenter, and for this triangle the midpoint of this A and C is the circumcenter, and that circumcenter for the triangle is the midpoint. 7 plus 3 by 2 is 5 minus 4 plus 2, minus 2 by 2 is minus 1. Is it clear? Now I will give you one more problem related to this. See, you just find some vertices, no problem, right? For example, I will give you. I have a vertex P comma Q and another vertex P comma R and another vertex S comma R, right? See, I have a triangle whose vertices are P comma Q, P comma R and S comma R. See, then you need to find orthocenter and circumcenter for the triangle formed by these three vertices. So, to find the orthocenter and circumcenter for the triangle formed by these three vertices, first of all, you need to check whether it is equilateral or whether it is right angle like that. See, by observing it is very clear that the x coordinate is same for these two vertices and y coordinate is same for these two vertices. Since the x coordinates are same and the y coordinates are same, directly you may say that these three vertices are forming a right angle triangle with the right angle vertex at P comma R. That's a direct statement you have to generate. See, how in the sense you need to locate all these 3 points in the coordinate system. That is one task, or otherwise you just find the distances and then try to prove it forms like a right angle triangle. So, see, you are announcing that it is a right angle triangle, and after that announcement, clearly this, where the two lines, two x coordinate and y coordinates are common, that vertex is the orthocenter, and the midpoint of the other two vertices is the circumcenter. So for this triangle, what is the circumcenter? Midpoint of these two. You may say it as P plus S by 2 comma Q plus R by 2. Right? I will give you one more problem related to this. Always you need to check whether it is forming a right angle triangle or not. So one smart trick to check whether it is right angle or not, you need to look at the vertices. If the vertices are like this, you may go with like this. Some minus 3 comma, yeah, you may say minus 4, 2 comma, minus 4 and 2 comma 5. Take in your own way, no problem, right? See, if you look at this, what happens? For the first two vertices, the y coordinates are same, like minus 4 and minus 4. And the next two vertices, x coordinate is same, like 2 comma 2. Then in such case, you will say that this minus 2 comma 4 is the orthocenter and the midpoint of the other two vertices is the circumcenter, given by the rule that minus 3 plus 2 minus 1 by 2 comma minus 4 plus 5 1 by 2 is the circumcenter, right? Just have a look at this. Okay. So, to find orthocenter and circumcenter, if it is a right angle triangle, our task is very easy. And how to identify it is a right angle triangle? To identify it as a right angle triangle, again we have two different procedures. One is using distances AB, BC, CA, and the other is by locating the points in the coordinate system. Locating points in the coordinate system is nothing but identifying the x coordinates of 2 and y coordinates of 2, whether they are same or not. This is something about the way of finding whether it is right angle or not. Have a look. This is a special case actually. Those 3 points won't form a right angle triangle. Those 3 points won't form an equilateral triangle. But if you look at 0, 1, 1, 0, cos alpha, sin alpha, all these three are equidistant from the origin. Just have a look. If you see, you don't know about that origin, you need to imagine, you need to check. Just think about the origin. Just find the distance between origin and this 0, 1. What is the distance? Clearly the distance is 1. Just find the distance from origin and this 1, 0. The distance is again 1. And then find the distance from origin to this cos alpha, sin alpha. Again the distance is 1. That in the sense, these 3 points are equidistant from this origin. Since these 3 are equidistant from this origin, then this is clearly circumcenter of the triangle, right? Formed by these 3 vertices. Just have a look once again. So these 3 vertices may not form a right angle, may not form an equilateral, may be a general triangle. But for the general triangle, if they ask you to find circumcenter, you just locate that origin. Clearly that origin is equidistant from these 3 points, like distance between these two is 1, distance between these two is 1, and distance between these two is 1. Then in that case, this origin behaves like a circumcenter. Is it clear? Right. So we have such different problems also, which, see, we don't have a particular procedures for these type of problems, right? This is a special problem, and for this the circumcenter is the origin. Just have a look, and if you have any doubts, raise your hands.